Hey, welcome to episode number 3 of the Black Wealthy and Wise podcast. In this episode, I'm going to be sharing with you the financial moves you must absolutely make before year end. This is Black Wealthy and Wise podcast, the number one podcast for helping Black families escape financial slavery and create financial freedom so they can live their best life and leave a legacy. I'm your host, Alex Jones, retired business owner, entrepreneur, and financial coach. So, today, guys, in episode number three, I'm going to be sharing with you six financial moves I think is absolutely important that you consider and do before the year end. You know, the year end is just right around the corner. Today is November 30th, so we have roughly about 31 more days in the year left, and so I think this is an excellent time. Excellent time. I always use November, October, November as the time frame that I will take a look at my year, see how things have fared for me and for my family for the entire year, to see where I stand financially. Obviously, I'm tracking that throughout the year, but October and November is the time when I start kind of taking all of that information in, and I start evaluating and I start thinking about my ideas and my vision and my plan for next year. Okay, so in the process, there are things that I always recommend that you do if you're looking to build wealth, if you're looking to have more financial freedom within with your family and for yourself. There are things that I highly recommend that you do and you take the time to do, particularly at this time of the year. So I'm going to share with you six financial moves I think is really important that you consider before the year ends. So let me get right to it. All right, number one. Number one, the first thing I think is wise for everyone to take a look at is take a look to see if you have maxed out or if you are contributing to your company's 401k program. Okay. So that's number one. So what is a 401k program? It is a company sponsored retirement program. Okay. And typically, when you contribute a portion of your income, a portion of your check to this particular account, the company will often match, they'll also match it, okay, up to a certain percentage. Usually, they'll say, we'll match you dollar for dollar or 50 cents on a dollar for every dollar that you put into the fund. We will give you a matching dollar or matching 50 cents, okay, and up to a certain percentage. All right. And so this becomes one of the biggest ways for you to take advantage and for you to begin to set yourself up well for retirement. And so if you're not contributing to the 401k program, you're missing out. You're missing out. That's basically free money. So you want to take a look to see if you have contributed the maximum amount that you possibly can. Because, like I said before, if your company is matching, then that's free money to you. Okay. So, for instance, if you put in $1,000, we'll say, and the company matches, then that means they're going to, if you've put in 1,000, they're going to put in $500, right? So your investment of $1,000 has grown by 50% right off the bat because the company has just contributed half of what you have put in. So that's a 50% return on your investment. That's even before the money gets invested. So that's the reason why it's so smart for you to take advantage of your company's 401k program. Now, if you work with a nonprofit or if you work for the government, that program is going to be called 403B. Or if you work for the government, it's going to be called TSP, Thrift Savings Plan. If you are self employed, if you work for yourself, this is something you can actually create your own tax deductible retirement plan for yourself. You can one is called the SEP IRA, individual retirement account. Okay, so if you don't work for a company and you are self-employed and you need to start retiring, start saving money for retirement, you can open your own SEP retirement IRA retirement account, and you can start contributing monies to that fund. Now, the great thing about contributions to all of these programs is whatever you contribute for the year is tax deductible. Is tax deductible. And that's the reason why I want you to be sure that you are taking advantage of these programs so you can, number one, start getting more money into your retirement. Okay, so you can plan and you can start getting growth and investing your retirement dollars. But then secondly, I want you to be able to get the maximum tax benefit that you possibly can also. That will help you pay less in taxes for this year. So that's the reason why I highly recommend, if you haven't done so already, that you look at your what you have contributed to your 401k, to your IRA. If you are a nonprofit, 403B. If you are working for the government, your TSP, your thrift savings account. Or if you are self employed, you want to make sure that you are maxing out, or at a minimum, that you open and start a SEP IRA plan. All right. So that's number one. That's number one. Number two, you want to make sure that you review your flexible savings account. What is a flexible savings account? Your flexible savings account is a savings account that allows you to take a certain amount of money out of your check on a monthly, however you get paid, on a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly basis. You're able to take monies out of your check, and the money that goes into the flexible savings account is tax deductible. Okay, you can write it off on your taxes. Okay, um, but the flexible savings account, the monies in the account have to be used. Okay, for you to be able to get a reimbursement, or for you to use the money in that savings account, it has to be used for qualified or eligible medical or health expenses. And typically, what happens is, if you don't use the money in the flexible savings account by the year end, you will lose it. So, if you have contributed to a flexible savings account throughout the year, I want you to make sure that you are not leaving money in the account, because if you don't use it, you lose it. Okay. So please review whether or not you have exhausted or used up all the money in your flexible savings account. Okay. Now, there's a cousin to the flexible savings account. It's called a health savings account. The great thing about a health savings account is whatever monies you contribute to your health savings account, you do not have to use that up in 1 year. It rolls over from year to year. Okay. But the only way that you're going to be able to open a health savings account, you have to have what's considered a high deductible health plan. Okay. A high deductible health plan. So it's a health plan where the premiums might be low or non existent. Obamacare, those things kind of fall under that umbrella. Those health plans, because sometimes you might have a high deductible that needs to be met before the insurance kicks in. The government allows you to open a health savings account so you're able to actually save, right, for those medical expenses that might be coming up this year or in later years. The monies that you contribute to the health savings account, those dollars can be written off. Okay, the dollars that you contribute can be written off. And when you have some qualified medical expense, you pay for the expense yourself, but then you're able to get a reimbursement from your health savings account. Okay. And so as a result, um, you are able to get a to use that money in the health savings account. You're able to reimburse yourself for it, and it's all done on a tax-free basis as well. So the money goes in, you contribute the money to your health savings account, you're able to write it off in your taxes. That money can actually be invested, okay, and it can grow tax deferred, meaning it grows without any taxes being taken out. And then when it comes time when you have an eligible expense that you want to reimburse yourself for, you can actually submit that to your health savings account administrator, and you can take the money out of your health savings account tax free as well. So your health savings account is something great to have if you happen to have a high deductible health plan or one of the health plans under Obamacare. Okay. So so if you don't have that, that's actually one thing that you want to definitely consider opening up for next year. Okay. So number three, the third thing that you want to consider before the end of the year is consider starting a home-based business. The great thing about having a home-based business, much like the office that we have here, any areas that you use in your business in the pursuit of an income, in pursuit of a profit in your home based business, any areas in your home that you have designated as an office, okay, you can now write off some of the expenses associated with your rent or mortgage, your light, gas, and water bills, your insurances, okay, a number of expenses associated with your home computer usage, your telephone, a portion of your home phone can be written off if it's used in your home-based business. So this is a great way, another way for you to be able to reduce your tax liability or to reduce your taxes by increasing your write-offs legally. Okay. So you're able to pay less in taxes. So starting a home-based business is number three. Number four, are there any services or is there any equipment or anything that you can buy now or prepay, right? Something that is there anything that you might like, insurances or marketing for your company or for your business? You might be able to pay some of your marketing expenses, prepay some of those expenses, right? That's coming up for next year. You can pay some of those expenses now in this year, prepay those, and you get a chance to write them off in this year. Or you might have some equipment that you want to buy to help you in your home-based business. Maybe you might want to go ahead and buy some of those equipment or make some of those capital expenditures now, so those things can be written off of your taxes for this year. So that's number four. Number four. Number five. Number five. You want to definitely make sure that you have taken time to review your annual spending, what you have saved throughout the year, and the income that you have generated throughout the year. You want to review, basically, you want to review all of your finances. Okay. And then number six, you want to make sure you create your fire plan. Create your fire plan. What's your fire plan? Your fire plan is your financial independence, retire early plan. Guys, you need to have a plan. If you really want to get to a place of financial freedom, financial security, if you want to be able to make sure that you are giving yourself and creating as many options in life as you possibly can, if you want to be able to build wealth, if you want to be able to pass on or leave a legacy, you want to be able to protect your hard earned assets from taxes and lawsuits, inflation, and the like. The way you do that is with your fire plan. Your fire plan. If you do not have a written, proven plan that's going to help you build wealth for next year and beyond, I'm going to highly recommend you go to alexbjones.com/fitness. FITNESS. All right. I'm going to leave it in the comments below. You definitely want to create your fire plan. This is where you start to imagine and you start to uh, evaluate and create, what type of life you want to live. What type of a vision do you have for your life, for your family, for now and years down the road? Do you want to go on vacations? Do you want to make sure that you are in a position where you're able to give your children better options in life? Do you want to be in a position to help them financially to go to college so they don't have to start out with debt, purchase their first home, or start their first business? If you want to be in a position where you're able to live life to the fullest, it requires a fire plan, a fire financial plan. And the first way you want to do that is to evaluate where you are with your finances. Go to alexbjones.com/fitness. Take the self-assessment. It takes you 3 or 4 minutes. It'll give you some really good information, some really good insight as to where you are in your finances right now and what areas of your finances you might be able to strengthen. It's a great first start for you to start building and creating your fire plan. All right. So, as always, guys, I really would love if you enjoyed this podcast or this video, please like, subscribe, share. Please leave us a 5-star rating. Um, and let us hear your ideas, your comments, your feedback. If there's something that you like for me to explain more, that'll help you be able to create financial freedom and financial security for yourself and your family, please let me know. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Take care. God bless. We'll see you on the very next episode. All right. Take care. Be great.